Broadcasting from the jungles of Southeast Asia, it is time for the Ed Namrock Podcast!
Fucking A. I think it's election day again. It sound like fucking Bill Murray and Groundhog's Day, whatever. Anyway, I'm just gonna hit the floor running with this shit because my brother from another's joining me today, and that's none other than Little Ed.
Oh wait, your music stopped playing.
You know what's funny?
What's up? Yeah.
Someone when one of my drummer friends, he's like, "Hey," he said, "Where did you record those drums?"
Oh.
And I'm like, "Well, I recorded it on MIDI, like it's all programmed." He goes, "Oh, they sound real," but it sounded like, the guy was hitting the ride, and you had to hold your foot on the kick drum because you had no carpet to hold it. You know how it slides when you're kicking it?
Yeah.
So he thought that I might have recorded a live drummer, but
no, I don't.
You're like, no, I don't. I used to play the baritone sax.
I don't play anything. I'm not a musician like you.
You're like,
shut up, dude. You learned to play guitar from tabs, so shut the fuck up, dude.
I played a breasticist. So hey, so let's do a quick fucking election update. Let's see. Let me bring up the screen, dude.
Oh God, this is the
there it is. It's still at 264. Okay, what states were left?
He was at 253 earlier today.
Oh, he did go up. Holy shit.
He got Arizona. Look.
Oh my God, he did get Arizona.
Holy shit.
What? Yeah. Look at that.
Arizona is now blue. Holy fuck.
What the fuck? Look at that.
Oh, shit.
Whoa, dude, that is fucking crazy.
Oh, man.
Oh, what?
Here we go. Dude, I'm scared.
Well, I mean,
I'm excited and scared and nervous, but mostly excited, but I am afraid now because, oh, shit, people are going to hit the streets and they're going to start fucking being pissed off. Well, yeah, I mean, it's always like that with an election. There's always going to be someone happy and there's always going to be somebody mad. So that's the only problem with our system. It's just there's always a minority and there's always a majority. So, oh well, this is a tight one though. This was a tight race.
I'm hoping my Trumpy friends tune in. Just to kind of give me, I know why a lot of them support Trump, especially, we were just talking about Latinos for Trump.
Look,
but you have a theory on it. You do.
Well, at first I'm just going to say, 2016 rolled around and, I voted for him. Yes, I voted for him. Sorry to all of you who
remember when you told me that. I'm like,
I had a good reason for it, and I'll share it with everybody here if they're listening. If anybody doesn't know about it, or if I said it before, but I'll share it now. About I want to say 13 years ago.
Yeah.
2000. It was 2007. Yeah.
Yeah, 2007.
My dad got diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah.
Okay. So we were at the hospital and we were looking for options. Okay. Just looking for options. Yeah. And the social worker came in and he's like, yeah, we can do this. We can see what we can do. Let me just check you guys out. And he comes back and he says, no, you guys don't qualify for any of the programs because you guys have a house, you have a car, you have savings. My mom and my dad were smart with their money, just like any hardworking Mexican immigrant, will come to the country. That generation learned to save their money. That's how they were taught to. So
totally.
So my mom was like, you mean? She's like, I worked my ass off all these years doing the right thing, getting a social, paying taxes, getting a bank account, achieving the American dream of getting a house and following all the rules. And my country, this country that I love so much, is not going to help me. And the guy, this was his words. I still remember the words he said. He said, yep, there's no help for you unless you're crossing the border and you're dirt poor. And if you have kids, it's even better because the system is geared to help those that are entering the country. And that really fucking touched the nerves on me. I'm like, fuck, that's messed up. I'm like, I mean, they
I
didn't
would
do
assume
anything
it
wrong.
would. Yeah. I would
I'm like,
assume it would because that's your livelihood too with your
yeah.
dad. And
And I was just like, fuck, that sucks. So unfortunately, he passed away in 2012. And I mean, we did everything that we could. He got his treatment, he
mhm,
had remission. We bought some years. So I'm grateful for that, you know? I'm grateful for that.
yeah,
And I got to spend time with him. You did too. You were there, so but
yeah,
this guy comes around 2016 and says, I'm going to change everything. You know, I'm going to stop this. I'm going to do that. You know, these illegal immigrants coming in and messing everything up. Like, you know, he's got a point. You know, he has a point
hmm,
because the system is constructed right now for them, you know, and
yeah,
it's kind of unfair, but I can also see why they need help, you know, because we're a country based on, you know, immigration. You know, this country was built by immigrants, so
oh,
I can understand.
100%.
I can understand, but
Yeah,
he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything of that. What did he do? He promoted on building a wall. He
right.
he spouted all this, you know, hate mongering. He literally divided the nation, you know, and he allowed 200,000 people to die because he could have done something about this COVID thing, you know? So I was like, man, he totally failed. He failed.
Right.
So honestly, I I mean, I kind of regret voting for him,
A lot of
but
people do, but
but I mean, there's even
just
Republicans that are against him now, you know,
I know,
because of
but
what
Roger,
he's been
just to
doing.
be fair, you know me, I'm very orphaned with fucking politics, but at the same
Hmm.
time, I know a bullshit. You and I know a bullshit when we fucking see one. Let's look at what he actually accomplished, and I went out on a limb and started. You know me, I'm one of those that actually digs in and actually looks at shit.
Right.
And check this out. So this is Trump's biggest accomplishments and failures, of course, as president as he fights for reelection. Um, Now, the reason why I'm being fair is because I do have. Look at these. Don't you hate these pop-ups? God damn it.
No, no, because I don't surf the web like you. But yeah.
Well, fuck you. God damn you. So I have the people in our acquaintance circle that are Trump supporters, and some of them actually have decent conversations with, but they try to sway me in their direction because they know I'm politically orphaned. Now, let me just explain what politically orphaned means. Means that I'm basically a
Pendejo?
fucking no dick. I'm a bastard fucking I'm a Jon Snow of society, dude. It's like shit, man. It's like what else do you want me to do? Because it was very secular, and you know what the word secular means, right?
Yeah.
Secular means I wasn't really raised to favor a religious preference or a political preference. It's called the lonely position of neutral. And I know you know this, but granted,
No,
you and
yeah,
I
yeah.
but you and I were raised with the Catholic fucking guilty conscience,
Yeah.
right? So, but in the same token, like as time went by, you know what really taught me about politics, dude? Believe it or not, it was the gangs, the neighborhood gangs.
Really?
Yeah, dude, you had one side that was trying to kill the other side because they didn't agree on the territory where they can traffic drugs and the racketeer. And I learned
Yeah, yeah,
about
yeah.
that quick because I was raised in that kind of environment, especially in Boyle Heights, where my madrina lives.
Uh-huh.
I learned about that real quick. And but in the same token, Roger, here's the shit. There was always something good about being on that side of where the gang had control. And you and I know this because we grew up on literally like a demilitarized zone, dude.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And there was the infamous Stoners Trece on one side, and one of the oldest gangs in East LA and Boulder Heights, which is Barrio Nuevo Estrada. And of course, everyone knows the history, and the civilians are caught in the middle. But if you lived on one side, you were cool with some people because you knew them, and then vice versa. And sometimes it was a danger as a civilian. You know this shit because of the politics involved, and that turned into violence, which helped me understand. I'm like, so that's how war works. I'm like,
war.
Oh. I'm like, okay,
every disagreement starts from
hey, Possum just joined us. Do you denounce white supremacy? I denounce white supremacy and any supremacy that exists in the world, especially when it comes to haters of King Taco. Fucking haters. Roger's a hater, dude. Roger's a fucking King Taco hater. You believe that shit?
Gives me fucking chorro, dude. Fuck that.
That's your problem, man. It doesn't give me chorro. It doesn't give Possum chorro.
Yeah, but I gotta go with you every time you get drunk, and I don't like it.
Hell yeah. And I take you as with me. Then denounce your Trump friends. Okay, but that's the thing. Okay, I have to denounce my Trump friends. He has a point though, because he shared on his Instagram story that, difference. I mean, I get it. To deny each other's differences is to deny who we truly are, and that's including racism, sexism, child pedophilia, all that shit. And it's not that I denounce my Trump friends. I just know which one not to talk to anymore. And but what's this? Richard Lopez said tacos. Oh my god. Roger's losing points for fucking hating on King Taco. See, just like Trump. Oh,
hey, and if they learn to cook their meat fresh, then okay.
Man,
but
fuck you. They cook it fresh. It's vacuum sealed in a bag.
Okay? That's not fresh, fool.
There's even a recipe on how to make the meat. Did you know that?
Dude, that's not fresh. I want to hear a cow going, oh, and then they chop it.
Okay, so no. Well, let me get this. Let me get this straight. Okay, I do have a competitor for King Taco, and have you tried it, Roger, yet or no?
What?
Tacos Gavilan?
Oh fuck yeah, that's the best, dude.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I can't disagree with you, but does it beat King Taco? I don't know. So hey, Jen,
yes,
what's with all the judging? Let Edgar and Roger speak. Stop telling people what to do. Yeah. Hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go.
This is fun. It's interaction. We're getting into the conversation here. We're disputing tacos,
anxiety level is so fucking high right now, bro. It
is.
Shit,
it is. Dude. No, it is. I'm literally. If I could show you, I fucking bit off my thumbnails from all this fucking freaking nerve-wracking shit that's going on with the freaking numbers. I'm just looking at it, hoping to see if they just keep climbing. It's bullshit, dude. I can't believe it's gonna take so long.
Shout out to Aurelio Miguel Bocanegra, one of my stand-up comedian friends that I'm acquainted with. He made a TikTok how everyone that was rooted down for Biden was asleep on Tuesday night like this. Expecting a winner like every 5 minutes. So let's see. Caesar, what's up? Cesar Aguilar from Eastmont. Remember that guy?
What the fuck? Look at that.
Puro paisa. What's up, bro? Go to Tortilleria Azteca for bomb tacos. Yes, I remember Tortilleria Azteca.
No.
Oh man, I don't think I took you that way, but so here's okay. I'm gonna be somewhat fair. And I know everyone's already convinced that this guy is just kind of reaching already. And let's see what he actually accomplished, but at the same time, let's see what he failed on.
Okay.
And the sources, of course, you'll see it on the screen, is businessinsider.com. And let's scroll down just to kind of get the Cliff Notes version of this shit. So, okay, accomplishment, reshaping the federal judiciary. Okay, so what does this mean? Trump has installed 3 Supreme Court justices and 220 judges overall to the federal bench. Now, the federal bench is, I guess, the federal, I don't know, appointees. I don't know, the crew. I don't even know what the fuck it is. There's a lot of jargon here that I hear. I'm like, okay, I gotta do this. Double click.
I don't think that's an accomplishment. I don't think that's an
No, it says
accomplishment.
okay right here. Look, if for example, by the way, I cheat. I use Grammarly just to shortcut it.
Well,
It says legal. The people who decide on the verdict, the judiciary. Okay, it's the place where the judges sit. Okay, so
yeah, he
it's a
basically
fucking
stacked
bench.
the
Yeah.
court on his odds, man. He stacked the court for his own
Well,
freaking thing.
this will be Amy Coney Barrett, who became the third Supreme Court justice on his
Right.
watch a week before Election Day, and I wonder why. Okay, now we know why. So that's
Yeah,
one
so
thing
he
he
can
did. But here's one that's boggling to me, bro. He
Space
accomplished space.
Force. Is
Now,
that new Steve Carell show on Netflix or something?
yeah, but here's okay. My tinfoil hat came on when I saw this shit.
Right.
Because I'm like, why do you need a space force for, dude? Like, did you guys see something out there that nobody fucking knows about, or
They found
like
water on the
immediately?
moon.
Yeah, I know. And okay, look, it was a $738 billion defense spending bill, bro. Look how much money that is. That's
Okay,
a lot of money.
maybe he's trying to, resurrect the like what happened during the space race of the 60s, us against Russia. And
Sputnik.
during
Shout out
that
to Tom
whole
Regalado.
yeah,
Sputnik.
I'm just thinking about it, during that whole decade, we came up with a lot of freaking technological, fucking breakthroughs and shit.
Yeah.
There was a whole bunch of progress, like a lot of new
But
things
we
were
got beat to the
invented.
fucking moon.
No, we didn't.
I mean, not to the moon. We got beat to outer space in general. I said the moon.
Yeah, but I mean, the whole thing was to get to the moon, and the U.S. won. But maybe he's trying to do something like this because of SpaceX. SpaceX is coming
You
up with
think
a
you
lot
think
of
we
cool
would have
stuff.
reached the moon? You think we would have reached the moon without Operation Paperclip?
I don't think so.
Yeah, because we had was it Werner von Buren, whatever the fuck his name is?
Yeah,
It was
he had a whole plan to go to Mars. Like, he had an
yeah,
entire
dude.
plan, and he even designed a ship ready to take
That's fucking
3 men to
crazy.
Mars and back. And it was
Let's
like
do
this
it. Do it.
massive
Move to Mars.
Mars.
So it was the first new military service since the U.S. Air Force was created in 1947. That is it. I think that's the youngest branch, isn't it? The U.S. Air Force.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I
Because
think it is.
before that it was the Army Air Corps. So
Okay. So what else? He accomplished tax reform. Now let's look at this closely because a
Yeah,
lot
but
of
for
people
who?
want to know this. So 3 years into his presidency, Trump's signature legislative achievement remains a Republican tax bill that made sweeping changes to the tax code, which is the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. So it reads here, the law was the biggest overhaul to the nation's tax code in 3 decades, and the president pitched it as rocket fuel for the American economy. So see, when you start talking the tax jargon, that's where it gets really oh shit. Oscar, what's up, man? I was gonna invite Oscar on the podcast because he's an interesting cat and he's got some Havana House stories too. I think Oscar actually saw you jump into that limo one time.
No, that's not true. That didn't happen. I'm telling you, that didn't happen. I don't remember any of that shit. Stop saying that. I'm gonna bring up the story. I'm gonna bring up the story of you getting drunk and giving a lap dance to Daniel's wife. Shit.
Oh my god. No, his real name is Hugo, remember? Yeah, asshole. And then you made up some story and I believed it after because like supposedly like I passed out on the fucking carpet or some shit like that.
No, you fell.
Oh god. Anyway,
I'm
he
kidding.
said space travel is coming soon through private companies. I wonder who's gonna spearhead that, of course. I'm thinking it's Tesla. It might be to police the territory and get a step up for when foreign companies start doing it. I don't mistake in that at all, dude. That is gonna come.
Let's get our tinfoil hats on for that.
I mean, is it because we're gonna flee the planet or start to flee the planet because climate change is being expedited and no one seems to give a shit about it, or what's going on?
the climate change is real. It's there. It's happening. But there's a way to fix it. There is a way to fix
Think
it.
so?
But yes, it's just the problem is this jerkwad thinks that it's going to take jobs away from people, but in reality, what it's going the best way to fix our environment is to change our source of energy, and how we run our stuff, and that's basically abolishing big oil. We have to abolish that. The
Fuck,
use of
man.
fossil
But
fuels is obsolete. You know,
you really think that by doing that, it's just gonna like automatically eliminate it, or
no,
or
but
how does this work, dude? Because this is
it's a
tricky.
step forward. No, it's a step forward to a different change. See, all right, this is what I learned with my garden. Well, not my garden, but with my trees.
Yeah,
And a friend of mine, you remember Chris Nuno?
of course I do.
That dude
Shout out to
is
Chris
like,
Nuno, man.
that dude is the Afro green thumb, dude. He
He
is like
is the
amazing. You see what he's doing out
Afro
in the
Green
desert?
Thumb.
You know what he's doing out in the desert? He's actually creating he's growing a small forest. Like he's planting trees
In
and
the desert.
in the desert and rejuvenating
That's awesome,
soil.
man.
So here's how it works. Basically, what he showed me, what he taught me, and what I've seen and done my research is the soil itself, our
Hmm.
own land, Earth, is a big sponge, and it sucks in all the carbon dioxide that is in our atmosphere. And that carbon dioxide goes to the trees, to the plants. All
Right.
plants need carbon dioxide and the sun to create energy and create food. We all know this. This is
Okay. Yeah.
basic fifth grade science shit. However, what happens is if you were to break that soil, like dig it up and just bring out the bottom portion of it, which is like the rich nutrients of the soil, you release all that carbon dioxide, and it you can't really see it, of course, but it gets into our atmosphere. And what's been happening for centuries is
Interesting.
is
Okay.
farmers, especially farmers of the Midwest,
Hmm.
all that whole area there, they've been tilling the soil, and they've been like just tearing it all up. And this all happened after World War II. You know, especially I
Really?
don't know if you look it up, if you look up, there was this event that happened during the 30s where this big huge dust storm like covered almost all of like half of the country because the soil just dried up. Because of all the
Oh, that
tilling that
we
everybody
might
was
have,
doing.
we might have to dive into that rabbit hole because that
Yeah,
sounds interesting.
there's a
This is
lot.
bug
There's a lot to do.
market.
There's just a
Oh
lot,
wait. It was a
but
dust storm. You
yeah,
said?
that's not. But I'm just saying, it's a huge thing. I mean, we're gonna go off on a whole big different subject, and I don't want to bore everybody. But the fact of the matter is that climate change can cool down if we start regenerating the soil, and by doing so is just by planting grass or anything that can just bring that dirt back to life. And I did that.
Hmm.
I did that with my fucking dirt patch that I have in my backyard and my tree, that my avocado tree that I like almost 8 years ago. I had a fucking pit, threw it in the ground, and see what would happen because it was sprouting a root. And
Wow.
eight
No
years
shit.
later, I got like this
That's very
fucking
interesting.
12-foot tall tree with all these nice avocados and shit.
Oh,
So
Anthony Marrero, what's up, brother? Look at that. He still has his sure spottings profile pic back in the Al Bundy days. Okay, so let's continue on with this before we will go into a rabbit hole eventually because
yeah.
I have a
Yeah.
lot of people questioning this election already. So of course, this is a tax reform. I mean, this is something we have to kind of dive in because it's a Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. And I'm trying to, I hate to use this term. I'm trying to dumb it down for people, but I guess I got to find a new, because it's for lack of a better term. I'm trying to explain it to you like you're
like I'm 6.
6,
I'm
7,
a
whatever,
6-year-old.
like you're a teenager.
Yeah.
But what this basically is that, okay, so the corporate tax rate, right?
Uh-huh.
That was slashed from it permanently slashed the corporate tax rate to 21% from 35. Okay, what is the corporate
Okay.
tax rate? What does that mean?
It benefits big companies, dude.
Amazon,
Gay TNT.
Tesla, AT, fuck AT&T, by the way.
Yeah, fuck them.
Um,
They don't play.
for the record, fuck AT&T. Who else? You name it. Sony Entertainment. The
It,
bigwigs. But it says at the same time, it provided temporary benefits for individuals and their families. Keyword though, temporary. Um, here's the critique on it. Critics argued it was a windfall for massive corporations at the expense of the middle class, which is kind of fucking true. Meanwhile, supporters of the tax cuts contended it would unleash an economic bonanza. But if you look at the market, it's gonna take some time to recover, man. It's gonna take at least 4 years, because it crashed in March of this year, and I believe it crashed again. When did we shut down again? Was it June?
I don't remember.
Yeah, because
I'm
shutdown
not working.
happened in
So
March, and yeah, it's like, hold on. Here's John starting shit like he always does. Is that the guy that claimed to be a political science major and then spread bullshit? Yeah, he's the guy that claimed to be a political science major. I don't know so much about the bullshit. That's on you, but you don't like to be on camera, John. So type away, buddy. Anyway, true story. So basically that is, that's something I always have to teach like the youth, man. It's so crazy about taxes is when they get a job and, they think they work so many hours and get so much money and then they see all of it just disappear. It's the saddest shit ever, man, that I have to tell them about that. It's so fucked up. Anyway,
but it's
accomplishment, the first step act. This is kind of interesting because in December of 2018, he passed a bill with bipartisan support from Congress. It offers relatively modest changes to the federal prison system, but was praised as an important step forward by groups and activists seeking to end mass incarceration. I believe Kim Kardashian also collaborated with Donald Trump for prison reform. But what it is, it overhauls certain federal sentencing laws, reducing mandatory minimum sentences for drug felonies, and expanding early release programs. So he actually wanted to reform the whole prison system. So
I think I know
I can't
why.
blame him for that. But but it also the bill also makes retroactive a 2010 federal sentencing law.
Yeah, but
Reducing
think
the
about it.
sentencing disparity between crack and powder cocaine
What
offenses. So
what prisons was he going to reform? You see,
that's the thing. It's like the federally funded ones, of course, but the private prisons. That's a whole different story.
That's a whole other one.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's an agenda. There's a shit to his shit. See,
dude.
because so far what you're reading to me, it's like these aren't accomplishments. These are just things that are going to benefit him.
Yeah. So it's, and with this coronavirus thing, Barack Obama actually called him out for it. And I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of Barack, but he said that he told the people at the rally, at the Biden rally, I think it was in Georgia, that they knew about COVID-19, and yet behind closed doors, they were making stock market moves, dude. And that's fucked up, man, because it's true. They were making stock market moves.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like, don't, fuck the people. Let me make some money off this shit, because fuck all y'all. That's what they do, man. Unfortunately.
That's what makes the world go around.
Yeah. So in another one, he accomplishes defeating ISIS's how do you pronounce this word? Is it Salafit?
I don't know. It's too small for me to read.
And killing, let me zoom in. Can you see it better now?
Yeah.
Accomplishment, defeating ISIS's Salafit and killing Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. So ISIS shocked. Fuck. So just a background on ISIS, they shocked the world in 2014 when it took over a large swath of territory across Iraq and Syria and declared a Salafit, I guess. What the fuck is a Salafit? A unified Islamic government for the Muslim world, ruled by a
Khalif?
Salif,
I think it's
Salif,
is it Caliphate or Khalif? I don't.
Wiz Khalifa,
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Wiz Khalifa. Um, yeah, it's interesting how I didn't even know like ISIS was still a thing, but I do know for a fact in 2013, Roger, me and shout out to Kyle, Voodoo Kyle, we and my wife, we protested the Hands Off Syria.
Mhm.
We went to the Hands Off Syria rally because you already know Barack Obama was droning people like left and right and armed, was it Syrian rebels? And a lot of this shit just kind of went AWOL. Not to mention the Operation Fast and Furious also fucking backfired. And you know about that one too, right? Um, Roger, you know what they did? They
What?
put fucking GPS tracking devices in all these guns and gave them to the cartels, dude.
What?
I'm like, you
Wow.
guys are stupid. You know how smart the fucking cartels are, man? Fuck,
Uh,
dude.
I mean, they
Yeah,
did
so
originate from mercenaries, so yeah,
yeah, it's like they're no fucking joke, dude. They're not gonna have
they're not
like,
idiots.
no, they're not. And so yeah, so supposedly he but Trump has at times falsely claimed that ISIS is totally defeated, embellishing the extent of the US military success against the terrorist organization during his presidency. So in October, a U.S. raid led to the death of ISIS leader Abu, whatever his name is,
Yeah.
Baghdadi. He was the world's most wanted terrorist up to that point, and his death represented a major blow to the terrorist group. Okay, cool. So now here's his failures.
That's it for the
Charlottesville, and
accomplishments.
that's it,
Only,
dude.
only four.
Charlottesville
Was
and
it?
George Floyd.
I
Hmm.
mean, the only thing. Okay, maybe it didn't mention it, but I think. Well, the one good thing that I honestly think that he did was actually opening up a a bridge between us and North Korea. You know, maybe I don't
Yeah.
know.
But
I mean,
here's my thing though, is like, why are you associating with dictators and communists, man? Seriously.
I always thought that
Why?
the leader of North Korea was like fascinated with American lifestyle, and
I think a
he
lot,
finally
but that's
wanted to
that goes for a
change.
lot of countries, dude. But
But
why are you oppressive to your own people? It's like, it's not right.
well,
And they had Kenneth Bay,
I
dude.
have
That
a
that was a
few Korean
whole
friends, and they tell me that the people that live there they revere their leader as a god, a living god.
wow.
So maybe Trump is trying to figure out or trying to find. Maybe he was trying to find out like what would you do? What are you doing? So that
Like
way he
how
can.
Dennis Rodman went over there, right?
Yeah, for at first, I guess for the basketball stuff.
Did you ever see the
Yeah,
the Chris Cuomo CNN interview with Dennis Rodman?
yeah, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, he was drunk out of his fucking mind, and he tried to
Hmm.
ask him about Kenneth Bay, who was actually held hostage in North Korea,
Hmm.
and he gave a Dennis Rodman fucking answer, dude. I was like, holy shit, man, this is crazy. But
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? It's Dennis Rodman. Why did you send him to North Korea?
Didn't he go on
You
his own
know?
accord?
No, he went with I think he went with the whole Vice crew, dude.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Can
He went like the U.S. government didn't send him, right?
Yeah, I don't think they did. So,
But you have a
um,
point. You have a point. Like, why would you want to associate yourself with a dictatorship?
yeah, exactly.
But
Especially like,
I think that's
going back to dictators in general, like, people who are magats in Miami, Florida, and stuff like that. Um, it took for another buddy of mine that's Cuban who actually moved to LA, and he's like, "Holy shit, this is a whole different world." I'm like, "Yeah," I go, "because we are raised to know that democracy is there's still hope for it." And he's like, "Oh yeah, man." He's like, "It's not like that in my household. It's kind of like the Asians in SGV too. It's the same thing because they come from a communist regime and they don't know what democracy is. They only know one thing: make money and make money now, and whatever helps you make money, that's the end all be all.
hmm,
And fuck democracy. It's like, dude, like the teaching is non-existent. It's just a two-way street. And there's a lot of dimensions to that, man. That's the problem. It's like same thing with our Salvadorian friends too, man. They're the same way because you know how fucked up El Salvador can be, man.
Yeah, I remember when I
Right?
was a kid, my dad took me because my dad was from El Salvador, and we went and I saw the aftermath of like, their huge war that was going on in
There's
the
civil
80s,
war, right?
their civil war.
Yeah,
It's like, dude, you could see like bridges, like like these massive bridges just
yeah,
riddled with fucking massive bullet holes, dude. And
yeah,
they had to put wooden planks underneath it so that way people can still cross the river in their cars. It's like, fuck, dude. It's a scary
yeah,
place.
man.
It's a
It's
beautiful
it
place,
is.
though. It's a beautiful city. It's just it imploded, and it looked scary.
Yeah. But anyway, so his failure, Donald Trump's failure, first and foremost, was Charlottesville. Charlottesville, North. I remember we did a podcast on this shit.
Yeah,
This was what, 3 years ago? Yeah,
yeah.
huh?
Wasn't this where that
George
guy
Floyd.
ran over people?
Yeah, so his Donald Trump's response to a deadly neo-Nazi rally in Charlottesville, Virginia, remains one of the most controversial moments in his presidency. And I had a couple of friends that support
Very
Donald Trump
fine
saying that
people.
the media was just spinning this differently and to their own narrative of pushing a leftist agenda or something like that. But I'm like, well, if you just see all the raw footage from people on Twitter, on Instagram, no, man, there was not any fine people there. First and foremost, I heard the whole new press conference, but the way I see it, man, he's the leader, right? He's the captain of the free world, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Um, no, denounce that shit, dude. It's bad. Why the fuck does it even exist? It's like, what is this? The early 1900s, dude? It's like, and then post World War II, like, denounce it. Simple. Why? Because, dude, that's his
The,
fucking voting base, bro.
this is why, one of the things that I love, and I'm going to bring up, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
He said something really, really impactful to me. It's like he told these white supremacists, he's like, why are you guys? He's like wearing these colors and waving these flags because
Yeah.
you're following the ideologies of a ghost now of a lost country, a lost. It was crazy. It was just like he said. I remember when he said when he was a kid in Austria, he would see all these men coming back from World War II,
Yeah.
from the German army, and they were just empty shells of men. They were not, they just came back, all just broken, because they thought
Yeah.
they were
And,
following the
and
right thing. And here we have, this is what really irks me, is you have grandchildren of men of this country who fought against and died
yeah.
again, to prevent that flag or that ideology to come here. And now you have these
Yeah.
people doing that. It's like spitting in their face. It's like, what the hell? You can't be doing that. But
Yeah. And here, look, dude,
to
I
call them
remember
to
us.
call them very fine people, that is what really was like, how could you fucking say that? You
No,
just
and then
called
he
neo
said
Nazis very fine
he
people.
blamed many sides for the violence at the rally, which resulted in the death of a counter protester, Heather Heyer. He
Yeah.
later said that they were very fine people on both sides. Okay, I get what he meant, but dude, clearly white supremacy, the alt right, these fucking Confederate flag waving asshats, bro, need to go, bro. Need to go. I learned more about white supremacy while I was going through my legal issues, man. And you know what I'm talking about. I mean, I could talk about it now, but when I had my, short stint with the law
Hmm.
and being, detained and incarcerated for the time served, yeah, dude, it's still alive and well, man. And it sucks that that just spills on to to civilian life, and these are the people that are influencing the youth, man, unfortunately. And you know as well as I do, man, we're not born to hate. We're not. We're
Nobody
taught
is.
that. We're
Nobody
taught
is.
that.
I mean,
Yeah,
I,
exactly.
this is why, like, you go, okay, you really want to flip out? Go to a playground or just go to a school. I mean, you can't now, but before, when you would go and just see kids playing, just
Yeah.
just like doing whatever, like you know what's a good example? The Little Rascals. You know those old
Oh,
short films,
totally. Yeah.
dude. They don't care. Like, what the hell? They don't know that. Oh, you're black, I can't play with you. Oh, you're Asian, I can't play with you. You know, they don't do that. They're just
No.
having fun. They're just,
Look at
it's
look at John Regalado. He's looking for a text messaging fight. Look at that.
a lot of silence from your PS buddy. Who's the PS buddy?
No, my old teammate Anthony Morero. He's a
Oh,
political science major, and I guess John has bone to pick with him.
oh,
But John has bone to pick with everyone. He has bone to pick with me because I told me he sucks at bass.
ha!
But
That
actually,
sucks.
he was pretty decent, man. I love him unconditionally, and I will make the flight to Molokai and visit you. Well, not right now, but
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean,
no.
it's
Well,
it's it's
anyway,
it's like, I'm just
it's
saying, it's like you're right. We're not born with hate. We're not.
no,
Nobody is. It's taught. It is, and
but
it
answer me
sucks.
this, dude. How the fuck is the and don't get me wrong, man. There's supremacy of all types. And this gentleman named Daryl Davis, he's the one that sits down. He's a black man that actually sits down and talks to KKK members, Black Panther members, any
Mhm.
type of supremacy members, and basically talks to them and has them turn in a new leaf, dude. It's so fucking crazy. Look at see Anthony. He's like, I'm not getting into it, bro. Anthony's smart, man. He's smart. But fuck, man, like I still to this day, even as Mexicans, man, we have supremacy too, bro. I hate to
Yeah.
say it.
Yeah.
Because back in the 1940s, of course the blacks, the black gangs, they used to bully us, man. They used to fucking bully us. And then the white people, they used to fuck with us too. And guess what that left us? They left us with, we got to stick together. And that's how Chicano gangs manifested, man. Nobody knows that because nobody tells that story. And I know this because I heard that story over and over from people in my family that are gang members that it's kind of like the Native American teachings that were lost in translation, but the Native American teachings that were burned, but only the story survived. That's basically what I like. I heard about the Zoot Suit riot like when I was like 7 years old, and I could not believe what I was hearing, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, how the fuck, like our people were so fucking demonized, dude. And for what? It's like, okay, fuck you guys. Now that's why when it comes to the stuff that, black folks go through, I can totally fucking, oh shit, that is
We could
fucked up.
sympathize. I mean, not only the
Immediately,
Zoot Suit riots,
immediately.
but not only the Zoot Suit riots, but Chavez Ravine. That one was also, that was a
And
bad
that's
situation.
another story that you and I didn't discover till later in life.
Hmm.
And why was that kept from us? That's why I knew a lot of
Because
people that just did not like what the Dodgers organization did and the people they hired to drag
mhm.
these people out of their fucking homes, man.
I mean, they were literally dragged out, and as soon as they didn't even have a chance to gather anything, as soon as they were pulled out, the bulldozers came and just tore down their houses. It was just sucks.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's fucked up. And and then you get this. It's like, neo-Nazis, KKK members, and then Donald Trump took a step backward. But it says here he took a step backward by again suggesting there is more equivalency between the white supremacist, neo-Nazis, and KKK members. It's like, okay, well, I don't know why he just doesn't denounce it. And then look, in the wake of the brutal death of George Floyd at the hands of Minneapolis PD, um, he also failed to rise to the occasion,
That
man.
that situation right there, that was another form of Emmett Till. And you
Yeah, of
remember Emmett Till, right?
course I do.
That kid who actually lit the fuse for the civil rights movement,
Yep.
because you know that was a sad story. But his mom, he forced everybody. She forced everybody to see that what these guys did to him, and
Yeah.
people just once they saw that casket, that whole display of how his body just, his face, that lit up a
Yeah.
fuse. But this one here with George Floyd, we actually saw a man get killed on, like, caught and recorded. This man
Yeah.
literally died in front of everybody. Everybody witnessed it.
He
And
got
it that
fucking
took
tortured to death,
Yeah,
man.
and that took that relit that fuse again, but this time, hopefully, especially with this whole thing going on right now with our election and stuff, um, it'll finally come to an end. Hopefully, it can cut this whole systemic racism shit that's happening against not just the African American community, but the Latin American community as well. We are also victims of that kind
No,
of racism.
totally. And you pointed
Hopefully
that
it'll
out
come
to
to a
me
change.
that, you're like, yo, like you and I are victims of systemic racism. I'm like, what do you mean by that? And you explained it after that video was shared. And I was like, oh, fuck, are you serious? He goes, yeah, because we are, where did we grow up, man?
We lived in a low income neighborhood,
Yeah.
in a
And it
low to
makes
middle
sense now.
neighborhood, and to think that the schools get all the good stuff, like all these upgrades from people's property taxes, and when you're in a low income neighborhood, you really can't afford or pay the high property tax. So
Right.
whatever is left over just gets dispersed, and we didn't get that kind of
Yeah,
opportunity in our schools. And it's like,
exactly.
you know
Hey, but did you see the video of this section right here where Donald Trump posed with a Bible by a nearby church by the White House and they tear gassed the fucking protesters out of there?
what?
Yeah, dude, that is so
Wow.
fucking crazy. Let me see
They
if I
tear
could
gassed him
find
so he
it.
could take the picture.
Yes, you know that
What
infamous
the
picture of
fuck?
him? Yeah. It was fucking crazy, dude. I'm gonna find this video and show you because this shit's real, man. I'm like, what the
That's
fuck did
not.
he just do?
I think we should just
Um,
keep moving. I mean, I get it. Okay, yeah, let's just move on to the next
well, anyway,
supposed.
that's one thing he failed on, and then
Yeah.
America's global image is in shambles, which is true because we're kind of ridiculed because of him.
Oh, dude. I mean,
Um,
if you look at the people that are being interviewed overseas, especially Democrats that are living overseas, I mean, there's a
yeah,
lot of people saying that this is the first time that they've actually seen America divided. I mean, we're usually known as a country that we have a people that are constantly, working together, fighting together, you know,
yeah,
we coexist. But this time, today, even after 2 days ago, it's like we're showing the world that, we are a people divided, and we're going to come to blows. That's why I'm
yeah,
afraid what this results of this election is going to show, because there's a lot of people going taking to the streets right now, and in
yeah.
freaking, I think, is it in Georgia? There's
I
people.
think so.
There's people out there with their freaking body armor and rifles and sidearms, because I think that's an open carry state. So they're out there in
Yeah.
the polling places where they're counting these votes, and they're standing there, and people don't know what to do. I mean,
Gosh, see, there's a lot of fucking this goes. I mean, ultimately, it ends with contracting
contracting
COVID-19.
COVID. Yeah.
But here's the big one: the U.S. economy. Just to spotlight this because all his followers boast about the economy. But here's what happened: he inherited a really decent economy at first, and you know that, right, from the Obama
Yes.
administration.
Yes.
But he often took credit for the robust U.S. economy before the pandemic, ignoring that much of the growth began during the Obama administration. Factual. The United States is now facing one of the worst economic crises in its history under Trump, which is intrinsically linked to his disastrous response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Absolutely true. Because the lockdowns earlier in the year, what did it do, man? It reduced consumer spending. It led to tens of millions of job losses as whole segments of the economy sputtered. The economy has since begun adding back jobs, but it is far from a full recovery as the U.S. struggles to contain the coronavirus. And look, expanded unemployment benefits, we know about this, provided via the relief legislation enacted in March. What happened? It expired. Mm-hmm. No one got money anymore. And dude, it's like the employment rate is still at 7.9. And pre-pandemic unemployment rate was at 3.4, Roger.
Yeah.
And then the U.S. national debt is the highest since World War II.
Today, I think they showed some new numbers that about 1 million new unemployment benefits were filed today. Yeah. But they say that that's a whole lot less than how it happened once the lockdown started. Back then, I think it was like 7 million. They said.
Yeah, dude. But let's go to Twitter real quick to see what's happening, dude. Because I know a lot of shit's happening right now, and I see it on there, and you and I know this doesn't get televised. They really don't spotlight any of this shit. I know there's people.
I'm not a social media dude. I don't use that shit,
yeah, but at the same time, even on news, it's like you'll see something, but you really don't, because it's not glorified. Like right now, let's see, Arizona protest. You could just type that in and immediately you'll start seeing results as to what's happening right now. That was November 4th. This was yesterday, and let's check latest to see what we see. I'm pretty sure we'll see something. Oh, look, this fool showed up. Look at this. Alex Jones showed
no
up.
way. Mobbed by supporters.
John Regalato's favorite guy. What did John say? I made a story about you because you mentioned my badass bass playing. Ooh.
My bad bass playing.
I love you, John. But hey, John, look, this motherfucker showed up in Arizona. I'm sure you saw it. Of course, dude. John was on a mission to make this guy disappear, and I don't know if he contributed to it, but it worked.
Wait, was he spouting that they tried to steal the election? Is Alex Jones a supporter for Trump?
He's Alex Jones mobbed by supporters as he arrives at Arizona protest.
Mobbed.
They tried to steal the election for the Chicoms, but what's a Chicom? What is that? I don't even know what that means.
That's a made-up word.
I guess so. I mean, he showed up in Arizona. Let's see what else is going on here. Okay, so that's just Arizona. Hold on, let me look at Oregon, dude. Oregon has been in dude, they just decriminalized drugs in Oregon. Why are people mad?
You can like it's like you can get caught with just a little bit of heroin.
Oh, yeah, this is like a small protest
occasionally group use heroin during the weekend.
So this was an hour ago, right here. It's a small group. They gathered near the PPA building after walking over from a nearby park. Okay. So obviously they're assembling. The National Guard has been deployed in Oregon. Yeah.
Okay, but why? I mean, is there a lot of people? A lot of people there not happy with the decriminalization of the small amount.
No, I think it's about something else. And what John say, Rogan was in his pants. He's been in his pants, man. Because Joe Rogan and Alex Jones are like best friends, but they had a public disagreement, and he brought him on a podcast that kind of squashed it, and he got him high.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's a good way to settle things. They should do that. Imagine
smoke him out. No, but he started tripping and started talking about fucking. he started talking about like intergalactic fucking fourth dimensions space age child molesters with fucking vampire shit. I don't know. It was crazy, bro. It's like, oh, dude, don't
Wow.
get this guy high. It's like, no. All right, so look, tomorrow at City Hall, here in LA, tomorrow City Hall, 12 p.m. Don't forget, this is where Black Unity LA held it down across the street at Grand Park. Count every vote. Don't let Donald Trump and his chud boy steal this election. Yeah, tomorrow, November 6th, meet at noon, LA City Hall at 200 North Spring. Wear black, wear a mask, ACAB. Of
I
course,
don't. I
everyone
don't.
knows what that means.
I probably don't think that's going to be necessary. I mean,
I think everyone was just assembling just in case, man. But
I think they'll assemble maybe to celebrate his loss, but there's no.
maybe,
I don't really think there's a need to protest on keeping the votes counted because he's already like I think in Georgia they already denied his subpoena,
yeah.
to send people in there to watch him count. They already have people there counting, so the count continues.
All right, let's see what's going on live. You can see how. Do you need me to zoom in a little bit?
No, I'm cool.
Let me see. It looks like I could zoom in just a bit. Better. So this is election results. Okay. Updates you need to know. No clear presidential winner yet, as ballots continue to be counted. All 435 House seats and 35 Senate seats are up for election. States awaiting projections: Georgia, Arizona, Pennsylvania, Nevada, North Carolina, and Alaska. And the Trump campaign has filed at least 6 lawsuits in battleground states since election day, according to Bloomberg. Wow.
And 4 of them already got like denied.
Whoa.
So
okay, so this is.
Here's the question. All right, here's the
Okay.
question. And I asked this in my class earlier today, and this is for everybody who's tuning into. If he loses, which looks like it's going to happen, but if he loses, do you think that he should be held liable for all the people who died during his administration?
Damn, dude, that's
I feel. I mean,
was it a yeah, him and maybe whoever else was involved? I mean, was it also, can you include Dr. Fauci in that? I don't know.
no, I don't think so because Dr. Fauci was trying to, say, hey, look. I mean, even now, he's not even a part of his
Yeah, I know.
his
But
team
there was just a
anymore.
lot of contradictory rhetoric going around when everyone was involved at the same time. So everyone had their hand in the cookie jar with this shit.
I personally would think that this man should go to jail for this and have his whole family pay, like for what all these people, for all the people in our country went through. I mean, that's my own personal opinion. I don't know about everybody else, but he should. I mean, should he be held liable for all those people who died because the man knew about it the year before, back in
Yeah.
October of 2019. They knew about it and they didn't prepare like the country for it. I mean, we
Yeah,
knew.
it's
We were watching all
John
this shit.
says yes, he should be liable for it. Fuck. I mean, it is a case, man. You can't deny that he was negligent, man. Like there's a video. Have you seen that video of his timeline to the coronavirus? Like what he said?
Was it the one I
Like,
sent you, or was this a
which one
different
did
one?
you send me? No, you sent me the
I
Who's
sent you the
Donald
one,
Trump
the
one.
who is. Yeah. Okay, so that
No,
wasn't on there.
this one, like, it's fucking, God, man, it's so fucking sad. That's what it is. It's like, what else can you say? Because he is on record on camera, just downplaying the virus, man. Like Donald Trump, corona virus timeline. Like they actually have all of this like compiled, man. It's like, yeah, look, this shit. And a month ago, like he has all this. Where was it at? Yeah, this is the one right here.
I'll
Have you
check
seen
it out.
this?
No, but I'll look for it. It's on
Yeah,
Now This.
it's yeah. Well, everyone has it like now. I
Yeah,
know now
I
this
can find
being
it.
very heavy left, but it's you can't really lie, dude. It's like, what else do you want
But
to
I mean,
say? It's like he said
200,
it, and that was that.
236,000 people, and one of them was our friend. Just
Yeah,
recently, her dad died. That's fucked up because
yeah,
some crazy lady who didn't want to wear a mask because she thought it was unconstitutional started fucking coughing around them. So
yeah,
what the
man.
fuck? I mean, that's what I was telling my mom. It's like, you're not going out anymore. No. If we're gonna run errands, I'm going. You're staying here because I don't want to risk that shit. I don't want her to get
Yeah.
because there's people out there that are fucking doing that. That's
And
fucked
dude,
up.
the conspiracies right now surrounding this election are just fucking monumental, man. And election
And I think
results, conspiracies. Oh, let me just show you what these people are saying, dude.
the conspiracy
It's
theories are gonna be around, dude. We even grew up with them. We went through them. Remember I would tell we even believed a lot of other crazy shit that we're gonna die from a fucking planet coming close to the Earth. Remember that?
yeah, or
I don't
was it
know.
Y2K?
Y2K and shit. Yeah, that was a good prank. I played a good prank on my uncle that year. That was a good one.
Look at this. Here they go, man. QAnon. Remember I was telling you about these guys?
Supposedly they're on the Senate now. There's two guys that are going to be representatives from QAnon. You
I
can be in
have
the
no.
Senate.
Are you serious?
I
Oh
don't know.
shit, you're
I may.
right.
Yeah, they're right there. You see, they win representatives.
No fucking way. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
hell no, dude. What the fuck? No. Please tell me this isn't so, dude. This is not good. Have you seen and heard what these fucking people
Yeah,
believe in, dude?
you sent me some shit, and I was like, what?
What's up, Richard? Richard Lopez. You remember Rich Lopez? He was security for a while at the mall, at the Mall. He said 2020, what a year, and it's not over yet. Fuck, you're right. We still got like
A month to
a
go.
month and some odd days, man. And oh man, this is not good. Fuck, okay. But anyway, um what's the count right now? Well, what's the update? I don't even know, man. Let's see.
It's probably nothing right now. Nothing's changed right now because the numbers are just so small that you're not going to see anything significant, unless well, look at Pennsylvania. If the numbers in Pennsylvania have changed a bit, but
The numbers in
Georgia was
Pennsylvania,
tied.
okay.
Georgia, they're tied. They're both at 49%.
Really? Let's see.
Yeah, the last I checked. But Pennsylvania is his checkmate state. But I mean, earlier just now we just saw that Arizona flipped. Arizona's blue, so
Let's see.
we're
Let's
almost
look at
there.
that. And I got a message here about myth busted. Did Trump praise Nazis as very fine people? Louder with Crowder. Oh, is this Steven Crowder? Oh God, I can't stand that dude. But I'll put it up because I had my homegirl send this to me right now. But so 264, 214. Okay, 264. What state we're looking at?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. All right, let's check that out. They're 97% reporting. Oh, it's tight, man. It is tight.
Okay, but they're still counting. I think they're still counting in the lower region right there on the lower right.
Whoa.
But either way, I
Okay.
mean, Pennsylvania is a big win. But like I said before, in order for Trump to win it, he needs 4 out of the 5 states.
Okay. Let
But
me look at this real quick because the whole did Trump praise or denounce white supremacy is something I looked into, and I don't know why people defend this guy. He should just denounce it in general. This is the video she sent me, and the comment she left on it was, Trump denounces white supremacy, and the very clip to which you guys were referred to. Let's see. Well, what is this?
There is no such thing as a very fine neo-Nazi.
I would agree with you. Yeah, I would agree. Let me ask you this. Would it change your opinion if Trump agreed?
Wait, what? Okay, you know who this guy is? What's his name? Steven Crowder?
Nope. I can honestly
He's
say
basically a provocateur. He's another provocateur, just like who you're familiar with. Alex Jones, who's a big left provocateur. Yeah, no, I don't think you know these names. I mean, I could throw them at you, but anyway, he's kind of like in that. He's conservative. Obviously, he's heavy on the right. He'll try to bash the left as much as possible, which I don't blame him. I mean, bash when someone's wrong. But oh shit, the fuck was that? It was a moth. Okay. But it says Steven Crowder takes to the streets to find out if people still believe a persistent myth about Trump and racism. But where did you go is the question. So I don't know where he's at. So let's check this out.
With you, and he had said that at that exact same conference.
Oh, it would have helped.
You know, with this election coming up, there have been a lot of accusations of racism, and it struck me that
I hate his fucking tone and delivery. It's so annoying.
It struck me that a lot of people still believe President Donald Trump did not condemn white supremacy in Charlottesville, North Carolina.
We're peaceful protesters. We're protesting racial injustice. And then on the other side, there were neo-Nazis. The commander-in-chief said there were fine people on both sides.
He's asked about, he says there's a moral equivalence. There are good people on both sides.
No one wants to hear from the man who says there are very fine people on both sides.
Either.
Essentially suggesting that there are very fine people in the Nazis.
Something no president's ever said. He said there are very fine people on both sides.
I realized there was no video actually questioning people about this. It didn't exist. So I decided to make one myself. But I had to go in disguise.
Why you gotta hide your face, dude? See, this is fucking dude, man. I'm telling you, he's a provocateur. So hold on. Anthony said something. Last I checked, Fox News gave Biden the win in Arizona, but CNN hadn't called it yet. Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's continue to watch this fucking fool. Can't stand this guy, but I'll watch him.
Let me ask you, do you think that Donald Trump has he done enough to condemn white supremacy?
No.
You don't think so?
No. So personally, I don't think so.
Do you think that Donald Trump has done enough to condemn white supremacy?
Let me ask you that question, Roger. Do you think Donald Trump has done enough to condemn white supremacy? You think he's done enough?
He didn't do anything.
Precisely. So I don't know
what the fuck are you
talking about, dude.
He didn't fucking do anything. That's why I'm looking at these people and they're like, what?
Everyone's like, oh, he denounced him. I'm like, dude, this talk is cheap, motherfucker. It's like, actually take action and label them as a fucking terrorist organization, just like you did with the Maros Salvatruchas, dude. Simple.
He just danced around him. All the questions they asked him, all he did was just dance around him. He didn't really get to any definitive answer.
No.
What was the word thing he said? Stand by, stand back, and stand by.
Stand back, stand by. It's like, dude, really? What the fuck? You fucking idiot, dude. Yeah. So let's keep watching this bullshit.
I mean, it's kind of a trick question if you ask me.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Well,
just the point that he's always, at least not speaking up very clearly in condemning some groups.
Right.
I think it's pretty clear when you look at comments like, can you condemn David Duke? And there's a hesitation, and a week or two later, he responds with, yes, I condemn it.
So you think he hasn't been as clear as he needs to be?
In my opinion, no.
Do you think that Donald Trump is a racist?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. What make you say that?
I listen to every word he says.
Every word.
Every word.
Because of a lot of the things that he said just throughout all of his speeches, especially in context to the coronavirus, calling it the China virus and things such as that. Like, it's,
Just, I just don't think that he really, like Mexicans, he hates Mexicans.
There hasn't been a unilateral, like on every single front, that white supremacy is bad from Donald Trump. There's been hesitations, there's been missteps very consistently, and I think that's what's opening the door for a very unfortunately racist base.
So Charlottesville, like an example, find people on both sides.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was, to me, was kind of a unnecessary comment. And
this idiot is not even wearing his mask correctly. See his nose popping out?
His nose popped out.
Fucking idiot.
I think just knowing how
What the fuck is this?
Media, then why give him something to look for?
I see what he's trying to do. He's a provocateur, so you'll see what he's doing. And
they should be condemned totally.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's the thing. He's got he's got 4.96 million followers that are fucking just basically his own little personal sycophants. But just keep watching.
And I think once that's said, then
here it starts.
I think that's just, to me, it's an easy thing to do.
Right. What bothered you most about his comments on Charlottesville?
Oh, the good people on both sides.
Okay. It should be pretty easy to condemn white supremacy, neo-Nazis, outright in no uncertain terms.
David Duke should be a very easy person to disagree with.
Right. Or condemning white supremacists or neo-Nazis in Charlottesville.
Yeah.
Right. You would have liked to see both of those.
Yes.
To make sure we're talking about the same thing. This was Charlottesville, right? You have the first. This is play it. This is the one that we are talking about, right?
Good people on both sides.
And you had some very bad people in that group, but you also had people that were very fine people on both sides.
Right, is that what we're talking about? And I wish he would have.
That is one of the moments.
There is no such thing as a very fine neo-Nazi.
I would agree with you. Yeah, I would agree. Let me ask you this. Would it change your opinion if Trump agrees with you and he had said that at that exact same conference?
Oh, it would have helped.
Would your opinion of him be different if he had done those things?
See what he's trying to do.
No, not really. It wouldn't change my mind.
Really?
Yeah, it would.
Okay.
He's saying it now because he knows he's in trouble.
Well, no, he's been saying it for a very long time.
This lady's smart.
Have you seen the full clip?
You're changing culture, and you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally. But you had many people in that group other than neo-Nazis.
Because they should be condemned. Then condemn them, you fucking moron, dude. Because they should be condemned. You know what that's saying? It's like, oh yeah, about these cholos, yeah, they should be put away in jail. And I'm like, okay, if you're in a position of fucking leadership, put them in jail if they're bad people. Label them as a fucking terrorist organization. Do your fucking job. They don't have a good fucking rap sheet. What the fuck is the holdup, you dumb motherfucker, dude? And guess what, Roger? If Joe Biden does the same shit, I'm going to say the same thing, dude. Because why are these people around at all, dude? And don't get me wrong, dude. There's supremacy on all sides, bro. But that's the one that's been around the longest, bro. Why is it still around? Why? That's my fucking question, dude.
I don't know. I wish I had an answer. But the only thing I could say is if that does happen, that has to happen for everybody. And that means
correct.
That means both the black groups, the brown groups,
bro, there's supremacy in police. There's supremacy in military. You get my drift, dude? It's just supremacy is a problem. However, there's just this one big fucking problem, and that's white supremacy. And there's a reason why other supremacist groups form, and it's because of white supremacy. You really think, dude, like I said, referring back to our Chicano brothers and sisters, bro, we were being bullied by black gangs and white gangs and the cops. What did we do? We formed our own supremacy too. Why? Because we had to fucking defend ourselves. But who was around longer, Roger? These fucking white supremacists, dude.
Yeah, no, I understand. I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
It's like,
I get it.
This is what I mean is he's a provocateur. This guy, Steven Crowder. I can't stand him first and foremost. But look what he tries to do.
He's trying to make these people look like idiots.
Exactly. So it's like
Nazis and white nationalists. Okay.
Does that change your opinion on maybe? Have you seen that before today?
I think I have. I don't remember the last part.
Right, where he condemned white supremacy. Yeah. Did you know about that full context before you saw that clip?
I haven't seen the full clip.
Does that?
He said when he condemned white supremacy, his exact words is they should be condemned. His exact words should be, I condemn white supremacy. Own the shit, you fucking piece of shit, dude. He won't. He won't own it, dude. He won't. Just like he's not owning what's happening to him right now, dude.
No, he's not. He's not going to take
moron.
it. He's not going to go. He's not going to lose.
No.
He's not going to take the loss. Yeah.
No,
I mean,
and dude,
like I said earlier today,
he's
what
not
his
winning
niece
any
said,
points with anyone right now, dude.
I mean, like what his niece said earlier tonight was like, even if he does lose, he's not showing up to the inauguration, like how every other president before would be there, sort of kind of like, you know, like a symbolic passing of the torch type thing. The former president is at the inauguration of the new president.
Right.
She said he's not going to be there because that will show that he's conceding. And he does not want to show that he lost. Can you believe that shit?
Loser, man.
He's going to be the first.
A loser.
They said that he's going to be the first president. If he does lose, he's going to be the first president that is not going to concede, even though there's no law saying that you have to concede.
Yeah.
It's more of like a saying, okay, you're the better person, like good sportsmanship, you know.
Right.
You know, that was a good conceding is doing that, you know, saying, okay, the best man won, you know, good luck, you know. He's not going to do that. He's not going to do that. He's going to fight it all the way.
Yep, he sure is. Oh, but look, Anthony said he might be bold enough to run again in 2024.
And he has the right to. He can. That's he can if he wants to, you know.
All right, let's see what other
8 years
help, like you said.
Yeah,
you know, it helps, but it goes on and on and on.
Like, I don't think that has a big influence on my opinion. One, because, like I said, like those two comments aren't the only parts. It's been a very consistent part of his rhetoric.
But do you think with Charlottesville, do you think that was dishonest of the media to say he didn't condemn white supremacy when he did?
At that certain instance?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was dishonest. I think they're just pulling from an actual thing that he said out of his mouth.
But what you're reading and what you watched, you never actually heard or saw the comments of Donald Trump condemning white supremacy at Charlottesville.
No, I did see it. Yeah, I did see that.
Did you know about that full context before you saw that clip?
I haven't seen the full clip. I'd seen the clips, and that's why I told you whenever you first interviewed me, or started this interview, is my thoughts on that. And I think that he can do more.
I think the media is biased in that way. Like, obviously, that's not what's going to get used on CNN.
Does it worry you that that's the first time you're seeing that, considering?
No, I've seen that before.
Oh, but you said that he didn't. Would it change your opinion if Trump agrees with you and he had said that at that exact same conference?
See how you see what he's doing, right?
Yeah. What a jerk.
Yeah, he's no, we know these types of fools because guess what? We were part of that group at one point, and we know how to work this magic, just like this motherfucker doing it. But hey, it's coercion, man.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The whole card trick.
I listened to the strength of what he says.
But you didn't know until just now that he said, I'm not talking about white supremacists or neo-Nazis who should be condemned totally. And you just said that had he condemned it in no uncertain terms, you would have viewed him differently. Do you view it differently?
I don't think I view him differently. Like,
see, here's the thing. These people need to realize that the correct answer, and I would tell this motherfucker straight up, because I can't stand him, is like, I need him to say, I condemn white supremacy, and I will label them a terrorist organization.
And I will not tolerate. I will not tolerate them.
Yeah. Correct.
That's
and why would you care? Why would you care what they think about you? They're pieces of shit, dude. They need to be stamped out.
They're voters, dude. They're voters.
You said it. You said it.
He needs to play every angle that he can.
Yep.
But it didn't come out. It didn't come out the way he wanted.
He hasn't done enough in general.
In general, yeah.
Right.
I mean, I think just there's been other instances that you can really. I know you're talking specifically about that clip.
Right. But doesn't change your opinion though.
No, and I mean, he says there are fine people on both sides.
What about David Duke?
David Duke and robocalls are out again. The white supremacist movement supporting you.
Okay, look at the date he pulls up. February 25th, 2016.
Okay.
This is what's leading up to his presidency. He's already campaigning.
Do you have any words for that?
Well, I disavow. David Duke endorsed me? Okay. All right. I disavow. Okay.
When we looked at it and looked at the question, I disavowed David Duke.
So are you prepared right now to make a clear and unequivocal statement renouncing the support of all white supremacists?
Of course I am. Of course I am.
When Chris
Tell me when you want me to stop. This goes on for about 9 minutes.
asked me the exact same question, I said, I disavow. I disavowed then. I disavowed.
Okay, disavow now. Again, keep fucking doing it. Keep fucking doing it. What is the problem? What is the fucking holdup?
He just doesn't want to lose the
This
people's.
is gas. Exactly. This is gaslighting at its finest, dude. And guess what, dude? People with severe mental illnesses, man, right now, especially during the pandemic, that don't work, they just stay at home. They have nothing else to fucking do. They eat this shit up. I told you, bro. QAnon feeds on people who are mentally ill, bro. Because they're easily fucking manipulated, bro. You and I know this shit because we sold fucking ketchup popsicles to women in white gloves, bro.
Yeah, that's why I keep telling everybody. I'm like, dude, this guy was a businessman.
Yeah.
Okay? His whole point is to sell you something. Right?
Yeah.
Well, so he can benefit from it. Yeah.
Right.
This is why I really want to know. It's like I wish you had your Trump supporter friends on because I just want to fucking know. It's like
They're
why?
scared, bro. They're
Why?
fucking scared.
No,
I don't know why.
I don't care if they're scared or not. I just want to know why did the Trump supporters vote for him again? He didn't do anything. Like he failed you all.
Right.
Like he failed all of the Trump supporters. Like everything that he said he was going to do didn't happen.
The only Trump supporter, and I don't even consider him a Trump supporter. He's just a libertarian. That's what he calls himself. That I had on the podcast. That, you know, I at least gave me his point of view as to why was Omar. And that's the podcast that me, him, and Whit went over the propositions on. And fuck, man, if but he's intelligent, man. He'll give me a legit fucking reason as to why he would sway the vote that way. But is he fucking decorating his fucking vehicle with Trump flags and other shit? No. Is he going to fucking QAnon rallies with no mask and kissing each other? No.
What the fuck?
Bro, you should see these QAnon people. And quite frankly, dude, like the merchandising that Trump Pence has created is like, dude, they already cashed out. They made so much money off that merchandise. And it's like, dude, people who bought that shit, I'm like, fuck, you just put it away in a box because you're not gonna use it for a while, dude. It's like no.
It's all about the money.
We're still at 264.
Yeah.
214.
No, we'll see some numbers change. Hopefully in another 3 hours.
Look at Georgia, man. They're tied at 49.4.
Yeah.
And it's like 1,000, a little under 1,000 vote difference. But anyway, I know we kept rambling about this shit, but let's do something fun, Roger, because we're already on an hour and 23 minutes.
Wow, that was fast.
We're gonna react to some videos, man.
Okay.
And I picked. Okay, I didn't actually like pick these out. The algorithm did it for me. And
you're relying on algorithms? No.
Algorithms?
Why? You're gonna let the AI take over. 5G, bro. 5G.
Oh my god! Don't even get me started on that 5G bullshit. That's so fucking
asinine,
bro. It's fucking ridiculous.
Don't click on recommended shit, man. Look up your own shit.
No. What it is I go to other people's likes on TikTok or on Reddit, whatever, and I snag it from them. And I don't even click on the video, click on the share link and download the actual video and then normalize the audio.
You're just feeding the beast.
Well,
you're feeding.
Well, what else am I going to do, man? It's, I can't, there's no way around it. Either way.
Just look up, you know what? You want to laugh at, you want to react and laugh at, just look up kids falling down. Boom. You're gonna laugh.
Okay, well there's some of that. So I'm gonna show you some of that. But okay, so here's the first one. I'm gonna share audio with you too, so that way we could see it together. This is some of the stuff I snagged. Tell me if you could see it.
I could see it. It's blurry.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
What is this, a buffet? That's good.
No.
That's good.
That's good right there?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, now
Okay,
it's clear.
so all right, let's see.
Who the heck is counting in Nevada? They don't know how to count. There's a lot of casinos there. Idiot. 1 plus 1
That's
equals
not
2.
the same, Mom. It's voting in
It's the same.
casinos.
It's all numbers. What I'm saying.
It reminds me of Joe Coy, dude. Holy shit.
That's so funny, dude. Obviously she's Pacific Islander and she might be in Vegas because obviously Vegas is considered the 9th island. But let's hear that again, dude. This is fucking
Who
funny.
the heck is counting in Nevada? They don't know how to count. There's a lot of casinos there. Idiot. 1 plus 1
That's
equals
not
2.
the same, Mom. It's voting in
It's the same.
casinos.
It's all numbers. What I'm saying, the same. Idiot.
Idiot. Wow.
Oh my god, that is
That's
fucking
a scary
hilarious,
mom, dude. I would.
Hey,
Imagine
but she
her
does
coming
bring
up
up
to
a
you when
good
you're
point,
kid.
man. She does
Yeah.
bring up a good
Are
fucking
you
point.
counting
Like,
in
who
Nevada?
the fuck is counting in Nevada? We say Nevada, whatever the fuck it is, but
It's Nevada.
like, that's fucking hilarious, bro. It's like, oh god. All right, you ready for another one?
Okay.
All right. I remember
Let's
I ripped
let's do the-
ripped these.
Let's do the try not to laugh challenge on it.
Oh god. Okay. I'm afraid of this one, but let's watch it, okay? You ready? Here we go.
Oh god.
You have to start making noise in bed.
Oh my god!
You lose. You lose. Well, it's not really funny though. What was he doing? I don't get it.
Oh my god. This again, look.
You have to make noise in bed.
You have to start making noise in bed.
Oh my god! Ora! Power!
Okay. That's Japanese, right?
I don't know.
That's Japanese. It has to
Is it?
say, it
Okay.
has to be Japanese. I could be confused, but that's fucking hilarious, man. Look at this shit again, man. This is
Men, you have to start making noise in bed.
Oh my god! Ora!
Yeah, it is.
oh Lord.
It
Okay, I
is.
lose that round, fucker. You son of a bitch.
It won. Speaking of that, dude, you were talking. Oh, I was gonna tell you something. Earlier we were talking about Salvadorians, right? So
The what?
Salvadorians. Okay, you know,
Yeah,
I'm half
yeah.
Salvi. I'm half Salvi.
Oh,
so
man,
I was
gotta
watching this.
fucking-
I was watching this special. This comedian. What's his name? Enrique Flores or something like that. Fernandez. Whatever.
Yeah.
And he brought up something so funny. I wanted to tell you while I was at your house. I was like, he said Salvadorians had the greatest, or have the best curse word of all time. And I'm like, what is it? What's he talking about? And he said it, and he said, hijo de la gran puta.
Oh
And I'm
my
like,
god,
oh my god, it's so true because
Yeah.
I've heard it so much when I was a kid. And he started explaining it, and he said, it basically means you're the son of a great whore, right? And it's just picture this. If there's a parade of whores walking down your street, your mom would be the grand marshal. That's how bad that curse word is. You're not just the son of a puta. You're the hijo de la gran puta.
Oh my god, dude, that's so fucking hilarious, man. I remember my Salvadorian neighbors downstairs at my mom's apartment when we were changing their channel with the universal remote.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, we got caught red-handed. They came over and started shouting some funny obscenities. I'm just like, God, dude, this is hilarious. Okay, you ready for another one?
Okay.
All right, here we go. What is this? Oh wow. You see what he did?
What?
He did the Conor McGregor walk. Watch that again.
Why did he flinch?
Oh, that has to be somewhere not here because MMA training here in the States is a little bit more sophisticated, I like to say. And
It was like Thailand.
No, it could have been Brazil.
Oh,
Brazil, it's a hotbed for that because that's just like soccer. That's I think that's kind of like the norm now is MMA. I know jiu-jitsu is, that's for sure. But I could be wrong, man. Oh shit, here we go, man. I don't know what this is. But
hold on.
Fuck. I just saw the title and I'm just like, oh shit.
There's
ready
donuts
for this one, man?
being made. There's donuts being made in the South Side again.
Oh wow.
Anyways,
just
you can
another
hear
day.
this. Yeah, another night.
All right, what is this? Ready?
Yeah.
Esse aqui é um peixinho aqui. No meio do mato. Mata fechada, você é louco. Suadeira, não tá saindo nada. É no...
So much thanks to
Run!
What the fuck?
He was being preyed upon.
Oh no, dude. What the fuck happened? As soon as he pans.
Look at his face.
Oh my God, Roger. What the fuck would you do, man?
I jump in the water.
Don't these fucking jaguars know how to swim?
I don't know, maybe. But I don't know, dude. I'd probably die.
Whoa, dude. Well, you gotta go out. You gotta go out fighting. I mean, you're gonna fucking.
But he's behind you. I mean, by the time you turn around, he's in your face. You know?
Oh man, dude, that is so okay. We got a few more. Oh shit, right. I don't know what this is, but this looks like something you might laugh at. Oh yeah, this is gonna be something you're gonna laugh at. I already know you. Ready?
Okay.
Oh!
Fuck.
Oh no! Oh no! A perfect fucking face plant, dude.
Look
at
people are just.
Oh no, dude.
Oh man.
Oh Lord, man. You know what? This is why filming at 60 frames per second on your phone is so badass. Because you could fucking slow it down, dude, and just see the agony.
You know what was funny? I slowed down that video you sent of that guy who tried to stop the car with a gun because he was gonna rob him, and he ended up getting run over by it and hit a tree. Like,
oh my God, dude!
You see it in slow motion, kind of like dancing on the street, and then all of a sudden he just goes and hits the fucking tree.
Oh yeah, that's right, dude. It's like, God, dude. All right, what's the? Oh shit, here we go, man. I think I know what this is.
It says turn on the sound; it gets better.
All right. Well, some of it didn't have sound because downloading from Reddit sometimes it's it gives you audio. It gives you just the video.
The video. Oh, I think I've seen this. Wait, go take it back. Take it back a bit because it like stuttered.
Oh, let's see. Oh no.
Okay, here we go. Oh Oh.
I hate these videos where they stop at the best part of the fucking the best part of the prank or the accident or the fight, dude. Oh my god! But look at this shit. This is a work of art, man.
But was that okay? Is that a regular eraser?
Oh yeah, that's like an old school fucking
The big long
chalkboard,
one?
dude.
A big long one.
Remember when
that?
they used to make you do
Okay.
standards?
Fuck.
Oh Lord, you ready for this one?
Yeah, keep going.
We got a few more, and then we'll check. I don't think there's any election
No,
updates right now,
that
but
shit's not gonna update for another 3 hours, dude. 3 or 4 hours.
and everyone's running on Eastern time apparently.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
all right, here we go. What is this? Okay.
Oh, it's a drone. It's a drone.
Oh, that's cool.
He's got a drone in front of him.
Nazi dread like Bob, so rock steady. But no spaghetti with
People
me.
are looking at him like, what the fuck?
No bread of the sorrow.
All right, cool.
Tomorrow it's religion. Never
Oh, careful there, dude. Come on, man.
see the lungs
See the
with
control in his
natural high.
hand?
Just like the shirts are so lovely. To ask Marco Polo, and I never go solo because I roll.
When is he gonna eat?
That keep the funk flows that make you dance until the sisters take
Oh, this is
glance.
pretty
I hope
cool.
you find
All right.
romance.
Look at the ladies like, what the fuck you doing?
Oh my god, this is fucking hilarious, dude.
Wow. I was just
Oh
waiting
my
for it,
God,
dude.
Oh Lord, what the fuck, man?
You know,
Where did it happen?
when he hit right here.
Sisters take glance. I hope you find romance.
Oh my god, she's about to light up a cigarette and she sees that. Oh Lord, that is fucking hilarious, man. Oh
Well,
fuck. What did John say? He said Trump versus Biden in Georgia, 665 difference. Oh wow, man. Damn.
what? Oh
That's
shit.
tight, man. 665. So
But is that for Biden or for Trump? Is it?
let's see.
Go check it.
665. Jesus, man.
I mean,
That's very tight. Let's look at Georgia. All right. Oh wow, look at this, dude. Let me show you
what just happened.
Updated, I guess. Right there. So
that's the difference.
2 mil 448 183, 2 mil 447 518. Oh my god, dude.
So wait, were the votes?
Look how many people voted for Joe Jurgensen. That is so crazy. Wow. This is Georgia.
I'm just saying, were those votes that came in, were those votes for Biden? Did the gap get smaller or by 6? That's the difference
question. It's still 99% reporting. Okay. Oh, let's check the Senate.
Oh yeah, because Arizona.
Yeah, let's see. Regular. Okay. Yeah, it's David Perdue. Oh, this is in Georgia.
That's for Georgia. We'll get Arizona real quick.
Let me look at Arizona in the Senate.
Okay, John said yes.
Yeah.
So those votes came in for Biden.
And let's see the House.
Is that another? So that's another seat for the Senate. So what is that? Is that 48-48 now?
Let's see. Senate, all states.
It's 46-48.
46. So let's see. House, 208. Oh, Well, the House is at 208. Wow, that's fucking crazy. Ballot measures. Well, like California, of course, is where we live. So, wow, that's crazy, man. 23 didn't pass, and 21 didn't pass. The local government rent control. That's a big fucking fuck you, man. A lot of people not down with gentrification, man. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
But fuck, man. Shit, that's it. That's all I got for you, dude. But I guess we'll end with what passed and what didn't pass for California propositions. Remember, we went over the medical research bonds. So Prop 14 authorizes 5.5 billion state bonds for more stem cell and other medical research. But that one was tight. Look at the vote.
Yeah. Wow.
It still says 76% reporting, so I guess more are coming in.
I wonder why it was so. Well, why is it so close? I mean,
I don't know. See, when it's kind of grayed out, that means it's not. It's still reporting.
Finished. It's not finished.
Yeah.
Yet.
So what is finished is end diversity banned. Yeah. This is the affirmative action one. So it repeals a constitutional provision that made it unlawful for California state and local governments to discriminate against or grant preferential treatment to people based on race, ethnicity, national origin, or sex. So
see how that turns out.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I know a lot of people that have been wanting to end the ban because of the whole best person for the job thing, not necessarily, race, ethnicity, or national origin or sex. I think in LA at least we've grown past that because it's so goddamn diverse now. I don't see any need for it, man.
Yeah.
Unless you're in Orange County, but Orange County is also pretty diverse. But what did pass? Okay, Prop 17 passed, which is the restore former felon vote, restores voting rights upon completion of prison term. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
A lot of those guys come out. A lot of them come out educated, man. I hate this. I hate to admit it, but I like to mention that they do come out pretty educated.
No,
not all.
I wouldn't hate to admit it. Don't hate to admit it. That's a good thing. They're coming out because they want to make a difference for themselves and those around them. So let them vote again.
Goodness, dude. But look at this one. Prop 18 allow age 17 primary voters. That it was a no, and thank goodness. I'm like, why would people vote yes on this shit? It permits 17-year-olds who will be 18 at the time of the next general election to vote in primary elections and special elections. I even think, dude, the selective service should be also lifted up. You don't be sending these kids to wars at 18, man. It's like, what are you doing, man? And for what? Oh, for your freedoms. Well, how the fuck my freedoms get in Afghanistan? Bitch. Fuck.
Yeah, we had to do that.
Yeah, so Prop 20, this is the one that, I wasn't really down with. I voted yes on this shit, but if it would have passed, it would add crimes like
I said no to this one.
Yeah, and this fucking. What do you mean you said no to this one?
Yeah, you're gonna add crimes to a list of violent felons with restricted early parole. So stricter parole sentencing. There's people out there. There's people in prison who are there for no fucking reason. Dude.
I meant, yeah, like the what's it called? I didn't even read the whole thing. Recategorizing certain types of theft and fraud crimes as chargeable as misdemeanor or felonies and requires DNA collection. The one thing that I was really sketch about this is because there's some violent crimes that they don't label as violent crimes, like fucking child molestation and all this shit. But it said no, but okay, let's kind of look into it a little bit, because sometimes when you see the yes vote and the no vote, you don't know what exactly is passed. So let's see, California Prop 20. So here's what it got rejected. Initiative that would have toughened sentencing and criminal cases and reduce the number of prison inmates. Let's see that real quick.
I mean, why would we want to make it tougher? We have the strictest fucking criminal.
Wait, well, no, there was something to this that that I spotlighted on a previous podcast, but the measure by law enforcement and prosecutors hit the ballot just as Black Lives Matter movement was drawing new attention to demands for change in the criminal justice system to reduce incarceration and its disproportionate effect on people of color. Was it this one? The initiative would have added 22 crimes, including felony domestic violence, rape of an unconscious person, and human trafficking of a child to the list of offenses that make prison inmates ineligible for early parole under a previous initiative approved by voters in 2016. So I voted yes on this one.
Because you wanted those added on there.
Yes, because they should be added as felony domestic violence. Rape of an unconscious person should be added. Human trafficking of a child should be. Like, why would you want these fools to fucking have early parole, dude? And that's the thing is maybe a lot of people voted on the notion that it's how they spun it, dude. Because I remember going over the propositions. Yeah, and
I got that book and I'm like, what the fuck? And
no,
I thought it meant something else.
That's why I went over that particular proposition, because it's like, dude, you don't want child traffickers or fucking guys who like to repeatedly beat on their fucking wives. Like, you don't want to grant them early parole, dude. You don't. Like, fuck those guys. Like, why? That's just me, dude. That was, how I felt, but it didn't pass, bro. So I was like, okay, well, fuck you guys. Fucking dude, who voted yes on this shit? And a lot of people did not know what they were voting for, man. Of course, Prop 22 passed. Prop 21 did not, dude.
It's still reporting, isn't it?
No, that one's fine. Oh, it says 76 reporting, but it's a solid check. It's a solid check mark. So
yeah, I've already 58%.
But the local government rent control did not pass, and that's like, ooh, man, that's kind of sketchy.
Well, but okay, so think about it. It allows, you know what rent control is, right?
Yeah, of course I am.
Okay,
well, of course I do. So let's educate people on what is rent control. In California, just the example. So it's let's not kind of confuse people. So it's rent control in the narrowest sense traditionally referred to city or county ordinances that limit the rent landlords can charge. So let's use an example with you as the homeowner, right?
Okay.
And I rent your house, right? And we get off on the right foot. You're charging me for that just by myself, maybe $2,000 a month, right?
Yeah.
And I signed the lease. You're like, okay, it's a year.
I know what rent control is. Basically meaning that.
No, I'm saying let's explain it to people, because if I like to make clips out of all the podcasts so people can kind of get a glimpse as to what's what and what's not. But rent control is best described as, let's say, for example, Roger's my landlord, and Roger is charging me $2,000 a month. I signed a lease in, say, January, right?
Right.
And what do you say, landlord? Hey, Ed, you're going to sign for how long? A year.
A year. Let's say a year.
Cool. And throughout the year, maybe like at half, in the middle of the lease, I'm like, hey, I'm having plumbing issues. And it takes you like 2 or 3 weeks to come and fucking fix it. It gets fixed, but it takes forever. And, I'm running on a leaky faucet, whatever. Cool. All right. And then 2 months later, shit, like, there's You know, the place tested positive for what's it called? Mold.
Okay.
I tell you about this. So like, okay, there's, you know, just incident. And then what is rent control? After the lease is up.
Rent control means you can't raise the rent anymore.
Right.
You signed an agreement. But look at what it
Right.
said though. It said for properties that are, go back to it real quick. Because the way I read it is it's I thought it was for if somebody who's been living on that property for 15 years or more, then the rent can then they qualify for rent control.
The property itself has to be that young.
That young?
Yeah, watch. This is what Prop 21 Prop 21 California explained. Just so people know. So it allows for expansion of rent control. So the measure modifies the three main limitation of Costa-Hawkins, allowing cities and counties to apply rent control to more properties that are under current law.
Yeah, but it says that is more than 15 years old.
Yes, more than 15 years old. I said young. I said old. I mean old. But 15 years old. So it could be your property, which is more than 15 years old. So this one did not pass. So now you could raise the rent whenever the fuck you want, pretty much, as long as it's in a lease agreement. So that kind of sucks because you already know what's happening in Boyle Heights and East LA. City Terrace is completely gentrified. So it's a lot of real estate agents, a lot of real estate companies lobbied for that too because they didn't want that to happen.
So yeah, did you vote no on that one?
No, I voted yes on this one. Have it pass. Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people, but look what happened. It didn't pass, dude. Look. We go back to California. How did that happen? What the hell? California. Mallet measures. Wow.
You are tired.
I'm having a stroke.
You want to leaps now.
And local government control, yeah, it passed with a no. But look at the margin, bro. Look at that. No one in the state wanted to establish local government rent control.
But you know what also might have happened too is a lot of the people who have their homes like down here on our block, dude.
Yeah.
You drive down the back alley and you see that all cars are parked outside of their garages.
Yeah.
Why? Because they're all being rented out, so
yeah.
I think a lot of people didn't want to go through that shit. Oh, now I can't raise the rent.
Yeah, and you know what that creates? It's going to create more homeless people, unfortunately, man. But whether we know it or not.
Yeah.
But we'll see how much bigger the homeless population is going to get because of this. So, but Prop 22 passed. Keep app-based drivers as contractors, not employees. The Prop 23 did not pass. So it requires chronic dialysis clinics to have an on-site physician report data on. Yeah, that one didn't pass either. Expand consumer privacy did pass. That's great. That allows consumers to prevent businesses from sharing personal information. That's what you see every fucking website now that you visit. It gives you the option to option in or option out. And then Prop 25 didn't pass. And that means Prop 25 upholds legislation replacing cash bail with risk assessments for detained suspects awaiting trials. So so it would replace cash bail. So it didn't pass. So you can still,
pay cash.
bail out with cash. Yeah. So that's it, dude. That's what passed and that's what didn't pass. And I'm still kind of fucked up over that 21 and was it Prop 20? So it's like, fuck, dude.
Well,
whatever. Anyway, man, thanks for joining me on the podcast. Let's see what happens in the next 24 hours, dude. We'll see.
I think 3. Wait, when is it? 5 Eastern? Is that 3 a.m.? 2 a.m.?
No, right now it's
5 a.m.
4.
Eastern. 5 a.m.
Is it
Eastern is
4?
2 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll see something by about an hour or two, because they said by 4 or 5 a.m. they're going to have some kind of numbers in Pennsylvania, in Pennsylvania. So I'm just going to stay up, see what happens. I don't really normally go to sleep till 3.
Shoot me some text messages in case you hear it first. So.
All right,
ladies and gentlemen, peace out, and we await a new leader of the free world. Peace.
Cool. See you next time, bro.